Hey guys, so a little bit less than an hour ago, I got a phone call from my younger brother, Derek. And I know he was out hunting, so anytime I know that and I get a phone call before dark, it's a good sign. So, and I know he doesn't have a doe tag, so we'll see. But the only concern is he's using expandables, and he says he found his arrow, but it didn't expand. So, kind of unsure, but that was a fear that a lot of people had, and a situation that a lot of people had with expandables, and they still do. Expandables not expanding once they get inside of a deer like they're supposed to. But just rest assured that even if your expandable does not expand, you still have a bullet hole size going through a deer, and that's still going to do some damage as your arrow's rotating inside there. It's tearing things up. Especially if you make a good shot. You have to make a good shot. Otherwise, you're just doing damage that possibly could not be fatal. But you're still going to have damage if you hit it good. So, also, on top of that, if you have bleeders coming out of the side of your expandables, that's good. That's going to help out a lot. So, definitely when you go to pick out your broadheads and you want to use expandables, look at that. Look at if there's little fixed blade bleeders coming out of the side. That will help even if your expandable does not expand. So, we'll see. He's pretty sure he saw his arrow go in and made a good shot. He said right behind the shoulder, so possible double lung, possible heart. I'm not sure. But good blood, he said, a ton of blood. And even with them not expanding, it's a possibly a lethal shot, especially if there's so much blood. But that's where we're headed. I'm waiting on my nephew. They're coming here, and I'm going to take him up. I love getting family involved with a track job. The more eyes, the better, as long as you stay focused and you're not tearing up the ground, the leaves around it, messing up the blood. Makes it very difficult to track if you're working ahead and not finding blood. So leave your arrow in one spot where you found less blood, work, and just keep your eyes forward, looking for little specks of blood. Could be on rocks, trees, leaves, branches, anything. Could be spraying from him jumping and landing where it shakes off of him, and it could be anything, just little specks of blood. And when I found my buck this year, my brother and I, we actually were following at one point little rice size drops, if not smaller. And I mean, we did that for 30, 40 yards until we finally saw where it had opened up, and he was bleeding pretty good. At that point, I was able to follow him just as like a trail. I just never stopped stride. We could just follow the blood, and that's what you like to see. So we're headed there now. I'm waiting, like I said, on my nephew, and we'll see if we can recover another one for Broken Arrow Archery Outdoors. Stay tuned.
Right where all my weight is going, and right where I put.
Sheesh. I got that on video.
Oh, I literally stopped and took a dump, and I dropped down in to sit, and he came right behind me.
Wow.
And he was going to stop back like this.
You go left and into the cat eyes.
You don't follow them. Oh. I stay like this. This sounds already close. I stay like this, and right over here, I kept hearing it. I grabbed my bow, and I brought it up here to my face because I covered my face with my bow. And I stood here, and I kept hearing it. I'm like, what's that? They're running the ridge. Because it don't seem like you're getting any closer. I just keep hearing leaves, and I can definitely tell it's a deer. So I'm listening, and I keep hearing it. It's like, well, they can't be going this way if I keep hearing it in the same spot. So eventually, it peaked the hill. I could see it was a buck right away. And that is only 25, 30 yards max when I first seen him. So I'm like, because I never thought he came up from behind me. So I'm standing here, and as soon as he crested that hill, he looked right at me. I'm like, oh geez, I'm done. He's gonna turn and run. And I just kept saying in my head, Lord, bring him closer. Bring him closer, Lord. Lord, bring him closer. Well, he turned and went this way to the left about 4 to 5 yards and stared at me. I had no shot. I couldn't even draw, staring at me. And I kept saying that, Lord, bring him closer. Or I think I said, bring him down over. Lord, bring him down over. He literally turned and went right over here 20 yards. I ranged the tree first thing when I sat down. It was 22 yards. and I'd seen that he was coming down right in front of that. So I was like, he's at 20 yards. So I had my pin on 30 since I have a single pin. I was like, I know I have to aim low. It's on my 30 pin. So eventually he got to where he's like, I guess he just quit worrying about me. You can tell he just tucked his head forward and just walked. So then he got right here. See this angled tree branch right there? There's two of them laying over here.
Yep.
The upper one. I was like, when he gets there, I'm drawing. So I had to squat. I drew back here where I didn't have a shot yet. I drew, and he sat there and stared at me again. I was like, oh my goodness. So he stared at me. I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm shaking because I'm squatting. I'm pulling my bow back. Like, I'm gonna have to let this down. My arm was that tired. I'm gonna have to let this down. And that time he turned forward and walked, and I just let it loose when he hit that pocket, and I seen it hit him. And
wow, right above that log.
Above that log, but you can see it's out there a little bit. So I had to squat like this far.
Yeah. And
there's little twigs there, and I was like,
you went right over that other branch that's down back in the back.
Yeah. I
can't see in the video.
There's little twigs. I'm just gonna have to do it. Like, I can't wait till it gets down here. That would be a beautiful shot, but I can't wait that long. Because I was expecting him. There was a window back here I was trying to get. I don't know where it's at now that I don't see it. Maybe it was right there. But he cruised right through it. So I didn't have that one. Well, I wasn't drawing at the time, so I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So
let's go look for him. You can see the reflection from his arrows. Custom arrows by Broken Arrow Archery, just by throwing that out there. So this is how he found it. Right in the laurel like that. Mechanical still closed. Huh. There's blood right through there. Good.
Hold on, Bryson.
Yeah, here.
I don't want you behind me, but I can't see well.
Just click it. Should just click it one time.
No. Oh my goodness, the hose is
No.
it's running. This right there.
Yep.
There he is, baby. He looks smaller now.
It looks smaller. Ground shrinkage. No, he's decent.
He's 6.
Good. He better be legal.
He's broke off over here. That's a long time ago, though. That was broke for a while.
Yeah.
He's stiff. He's dead for a while.
Oh, yeah. That is a great shot. Look at that.
That's exit. That's exit there.
So yeah.
The way through.
Yeah.
It is a very big body.
That could have been the second apex on our side.
Look at his front. Looks like a freaking snowplow. Well, get your hands on him. Get him up there.
Yeah, I will. Here, take your flashlight.
I'm being a big thing.
I don't care.
I want to see it from the front.
He's smaller than it.
Look at him.
Up there.
He looks bigger in the video.
You have a video?
Yeah.
You took a video there? No.
No, this video.
Oh.
He didn't look that small. He's not the smallest 6-point you ever shot. I think last year your buck was.
So his brows are bigger than I thought. I thought I was seeing smaller.
Yeah, he did break off. He could have been a 7.
Yeah. I can count it.
Man, he definitely scored 2+, 200 plus. Definitely.
Absolutely.
He's huge. Look at that thing. Oh yeah, that was good.
Going downhill, he'd been dead.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't right near as far.
Sweet.
Such a long drag. Hair full of blood. Go grab that right side there. No, down, turn him the other way. Turn him the other way.
There you go.
Oh, we're this close. My left arm was dying. You might have this yourself.